Who are you? Are you a sum of all the negative parts of your life? Are you a sum of all the positive things in your life? Are you someone who is a daughter or a son? Are you someone who is your parents' child? Are you someone who your teachers wanted you to be? Are you someone who your classmates wanted you to be? Are you someone who your family wanted you to be, like your grandparents? That's a very interesting question because for me personally, I've experienced a lot of different things inside of my life, and I find it hard to differentiate where I end and where other people begin. It's hard for me to internalize things and think about them in a sense of who am I? And that kind of sent me into a mental turmoil. Something very interesting, something very diverse was happening to my body. I mean, I was going through psychosis and including other symptoms like depression and even an eating disorder, and stuff like that brought me down. Those stuff like that gave me scars. Scars that probably will never fade. My arms that you can't even see, but they're there. Scars on my arms, scars on my legs, all the time. All the time, I always thought that I was worthless because I was a failure to be the person who people around me wanted me to be. I remember hearing a saying, time heals all scars, or time heals all pain, or something like that, something along those lines. But it's not necessarily true. It's like the saying, practice makes perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes you better at something. Practice makes you better at, if you're practicing public speaking, practicing public speaking will make you better at it, but it will not make you perfect at it. Same thing with time heals all wounds, or scars, or whatever you want to say. Time doesn't heal all wounds or scars. Time gives you the ability to be able to confront them eventually and move on with them. When it comes to time, time doesn't necessarily heal, but time teaches you how to move on. It teaches you every single day, every single hour, every single second that there's so much more to live for, that there's so much more in your life that you can achieve, and there's so much more that you are destined for. That is what time teaches you. It doesn't teach you that you're just some whatever kid on the side of the road, whatever kid in the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, some kid in the middle of absolute nowhere. It doesn't teach you that you are that insignificant. It teaches you that you have a destiny. You can be destined for more as long as you are able to grab onto that opportunity. Time shows you that there is so much more to life than the pain. I've experienced a lot of fucking pain. And the only reason I'm able to stay positive is because I look back on every single situation that happened. I looked back when I had a gun to my chin. I looked back to when I stared at a bottle of pills and a bottle of Jack Daniels in the other hand, contemplating ending it all. I confronted those demons. And through confronting them, I learned that there is something to live for. There is someone to live for. And when it came down to it, time was one of the best teachers. Scars don't fade. I mean, physically they do fade, but the scars on your heart, the scars in your soul, they don't fade. They just become easier to deal with. And that is my check-in.